This is English shorthand dictation number 258. Dictation speed 140 words per minute. Ready? Start. Honorable Speaker Sir, the Home Minister is going to appoint Joint Secretaries as Lieutenant Governors in the states. Who will listen to all these people? Will there be a rule of law? The Home Minister may prepare and pass the bill, but what is the end result? The end result is that the states will be headed by joint secretaries working as lieutenant governors. They cannot manage the day-to-day administration. The work of central government cannot be managed by the joint secretaries. Only experienced ministers can do this. Ministers have some say with the joint secretaries. Even the new ministers are not heard by these people. I know what is going on. They cannot do anything themselves. They cannot manage things and deliver services to the people. Even the senior ministers would agree with it. This is what I am inferring from the central government administration. The only thing that I want to know at the end of the discussion is, what are you going to do with this bill? There has been consistent problem of intrusion in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Only 2 days back, 7 intruders have been killed by Indian Army. You are asking your counterpart in Pakistan to come and take these bodies. Otherwise, the bodies will be there and you cannot dispose of the bodies. Can you not hand over these bodies to Red Cross Society? 2 days have gone. The mighty Indian government is begging and requesting the Pakistan government to come and take these bodies. All television news channels are putting it in their headlines. This is what is happening. It is a day-to-day administration. Security problems have not yet been solved. Our people in border areas are not safe. That is a more important thing. Have you brought any solace to the people who are living at the border? We are having porous borders. People are intruding every day. Terrorists come and just walk free. Is there any way to stop terrorists from coming and intruding into our territory? The Home Minister is capable of answering and he may answer. That is what we expect. As a responsible opposition member, I can only warn my friends. A friend in need is a friend indeed. I am your friend. There are umpteen number of drawbacks politically and I can say them, but I do not want to say all these things. At the same time, you have got the majority and you are going to sail through this bill successfully. At the end of the day, what are we going to achieve? Why do you not wait for some time? The true will can be reflected only by the state legislature and not by this parliament. Parliament is not for that purpose. When there is no government, you can just administer, but at the same time, clear-cut evidence is there, a judgment is there, and it reflects that the particular constituent assembly is capable of handling such situations, but you have not given the opportunity to the constituent assembly. You should have done it well in advance. Your bill is just to push your manifesto. In your manifesto, you have said that Article 370 will be abrogated. This is just to see that the wishes of your party and not the public are fulfilled. If you could trust the public that it can vote for you to abrogate Article 370, you should have done it by holding state elections. You were not trusting them at that point of time. You are not trusting the people. That is why you want to get it passed in the Lok Sabha. That is why you are bringing it in the Lok Sabha. That is what the higher ups would have told. You simply put your people there, whether they are defeated or elected. That is not a problem. Your aim was to get brute majority here and there, but you cannot do it in the south. Why do you not get the things done in the south? You cannot do it in Kerala. You cannot do it in Tamil Nadu. What is the reason for that? Mr. Home Minister, you should have conducted the assembly elections. Since you are very comfortable, probably you would not have thought of it. Whatever situation is there, corrective measures should be taken. We should see that border management, which is more important, is properly done. Since the border is porous, I would request that this porous condition should be arrested immediately. Our people should live in peace. The Pakistan problem can be solved by this. Your aim should have been that Pakistan issues are stopped forthwith. Had that been the cause for bringing this bill, definitely I would have supported, but unfortunately I could not support because you have not done it right. Honorable Speaker, sir, I rise to speak on the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Bill 2019 and the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Second Amendment Bill 2019. As far as the second bill is concerned, there is nothing to oppose because in genuine matters we are always very cooperative. After the abolition of Article 370, a warlike situation has arisen with people of Jammu and Kashmir on one side and the people of rest of the country on the other side. This situation has been created by the government. It should not be allowed to continue. Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. Kashmir is known as the paradise on the earth. Why should we create a warlike situation there? I do not want to conduct any post-mortem as to when Article 370 was introduced, how it was introduced, etc. The fact is, when Article 370 was introduced or incorporated, maybe at that time it was an effective step. We cannot say whether it was appropriate because we were not there in that era. At that time, senior leaders of India had come together and incorporated Article 370. After independence, Maharaja Hari Singh, the king of Jammu and Kashmir, decided to merge Jammu and Kashmir with India. At that time, some concessions were given to them. We should not criticize the leaders of that time by saying that the Article 370 was incorporated in a wrong way or in a very bad way. We still believe in the principles of secularism, communal harmony, and unity of the country. We believe in the principle of unity in diversity. So, we should always project a situation of harmony. If the government takes any decision, it can certainly give effect to that decision by passing a bill or a resolution in the Parliament. But it would have been better if the matter had been discussed with the leaders of all political parties of the country before taking such a crucial step which has shaken the country. Now the decision has been taken. Jammu and Kashmir is no more a state. I would like to know from the Honorable Home Minister why the status of Jammu and Kashmir has been changed to Union Territory. Why could it not have remained a state like other states of the country? Will this step not throw Jammu and Kashmir in a direction of more uncertainty? Will the law and order situation remain intact? Already more than 50,000 Jawans of armed forces have been deployed there. I do not know whether the government has made a very positive plan. They should explain and clarify it to the House because there are apprehensions that the situation may become more aggressive and it can spread throughout the country in a bad manner. The present situation should not throw this state towards major uncertainty. Sir, yesterday I was hearing the speeches of the leaders of the opposition parties, the leaders on the government side, and also the speech of the Honorable Home Minister in Rajya Sabha. I think that somewhere it is being reflected as lack of constitutional morality and procedural lapses. It should be analyzed and clarified to the House by the Honorable Home Minister. Many questions are being asked and many queries are being raised, not only by political parties but also by different sections of the people. Why have the elected members of Parliament from Jammu and Kashmir been kept under house arrest? They should be released immediately. I want to know whether the government is aware of the situation and keeping proper information about this.